Face up.
Oh.
Breathe, breathe, exhale, come on. I know. You did great. We're done.
Okay.
But it's common for there to be no arch or it be reversed to the other way. That's common, but common and normal are not synonymous. It's like, it's common for cars to have door dents. Doesn't make it normal.
The very first time I can remember being injured, I was working out. So let me back up.
Yeah.
I played volleyball in college.
Okay.
I used to work out like every single day, and I'd always push myself, try and lift as much weight as possible. So it was mid squat when I felt like my back like tense up, and that was the first time I can really remember injuring it.
College age.
Yeah.
And you felt lower back.
Yeah.
The glute.
Lower back, and I was out of commission for like a few days.
Okay.
And I did it a couple more times. I think I just never really let it heal properly.
Gotcha. Any treatment at that point? Had you had anybody see you? Any pictures, anything like that, or just kind of
no.
took rest and took it easy?
At my trainer, she did the stim.
Okay.
With heat, I stretched it a lot and just rest.
Okay.
And I was able to get back out there.
All right. And nothing was down the leg at that point.
Not that I no.
And do you have anything down the leg now, or
no.
just the lower back?
It's just lower back. I constantly have to like move it around and stretch it, or it gets stiff. What makes it worse is standing for too long.
Gotcha.
Because I after college I bartended for 6 years. So I noticed that moving stuff, I'll have to like constantly stretch it by bending over. It gets bad.
Okay. When you're bending, when you're coming up and down, obviously these joints, like your fingers and your hand, the joints are moving, and so they look like little handshakes. And when you bend, they move. And the joints are loaded with pain fibers, and so when you injure one joint, your body will just sort of tilt away to the other side to take pressure off the joint capsule. And so your body will maneuver and fidget and move things around. That's why when you're saying you have to adjust or twist or try to almost like holding an object that's hot. You're having to move it around because it starts to burn if it stays in one spot for too long. I don't treat necessarily symptoms, I treat posture. And if we have the right posture, we don't have symptoms. That symptom is a result of there's not enough curve in your back, or this is too loose, and those both go usually hand in hand together. When you overwork a knuckle, your body will either tighten up the area to protect it, or again, the muscles are working hard to hold you in a crooked position to find relief.
I feel a pinch down
just
here.
right there in the lower back. Yeah. See, your middle back, I know, warm it up here. Your middle back should feel soft. If the middle back is moving, then not all the motion is going to happen at the bottom. If that makes sense.
Yes.
So we're going to check in a minute. The chest has these ribs that connect to the front, and they solidify or make it more likely that the chest is going to be stiffer than the lower back. The lower back doesn't have any ribs. And so quite often we become hypermobile down here because the chest is prone to becoming frozen or tight. Not many things in life, driving a car, working at a desk, right? We don't really need a lot of range of motion in our daily lives. And so if we don't use it, we lose it. We lose the functionality of our chest.
And I have a 2-year-old, so like lifting or playing with her, I find a lot of trouble with that. So.
All right. When you were saying you're squatting, do you remember where it was exactly when you felt the back hurt?
I was like, I think on my way down, and then I felt like the
tightness get in there.
Something. I felt it, and I was like, oh god, that was not good.
Okay. Was it sharp?
Yes. Sharp pain.
So when we're able to point to the pain that easily, it's the knuckle. That's the joint in there. It's just a joint that's working too much.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look at your range of motion. So just look straight forward like this, and just turn your head left for me. Any pain when you turn your neck?
No.
Any pain in your head turn right for me? Just going to get a normal range of motion here.
No.
Okay, look straight forward, then just look up for me. Any pain when you do that?
No.
All right.
A slight pinch, but nothing.
Pinch where? In the back or the neck?
No, in the neck.
It pinches at the bottom because, again, it's most likely the upper neck is tight, and so all of the folding will happen in the bottom of the neck. Very commonly, the upper neck gets tight, again, because of the 2-year-old and because of looking down. This tightens our upper neck, and then the lower neck becomes like a piece of paper. If you keep folding a piece of paper back and forth in the same crease, it gets weaker.
Yeah.
It becomes injured, and so the lower neck becomes our primary. Take a deep breath in for me. We'll sit up, and then let all the air out as best you can. Let all the air out. Relax your chest. Relax your chest. Deep breath in. Yeah. Okay. I got you. Let the air out. Relax your chest. Head back. Relax. Yeah. It's okay. Deep breath in. One more for me. Deep breath in one more time.
Okay, oh, wait, get up.
You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Lay your head back for me. There we go. It's okay. Yeah, we've got work to do.
Okay.
Your chest, we will say, it's just the joints in there, that's the reason, right?
Okay.
If your middle back was supple and loose, I'd be confused.
Okay.
It's this area being, it's not totally frozen, but there's definitely resistance in there. I don't need it to click. What I want it is to feel soft. I want, like when you felt my back. I've been adjusted since I was a baby. My dad's a chiropractor. I'm not a good, example in terms of like what's common. It's common for the chest to get stiff. When you were at your chiropractor, do they hug you like that? No click, no.
He tried, but nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Okay.
Yes.
So then you went to an even milder device. Okay. Jeez. All right, I got you.
He was doing it right, but.
Oh my, we got work to do. All right, take a deep breath in for me. Just relax your back, relax your chest. I got you. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
All right, other side for me. Yeah, I got you. Take a deep breath in, look over the shoulder, and then just exhale. Easy, relax your chest. All right, face up for me.
Oh. Is that normal?
Those are big joints down there. They're going to make big sounds.
I correct my lower back a lot, or I try to, but it's not never like that.
Yeah, what we're trying to do is adjust the joint below. I was trying to show you on the model that SI joint.
Yeah.
It's why my hand is down here. We're trying to loosen the sacroiliac joint. Most commonly, if you're going to pop your own spine, and these are people at home watching, they're only going to pop the ones that are loose. And this is what I give caution to, is that if we keep popping the ones that are loose, then the disparity between what's tight and loose gets larger. Does that make sense? Because
Yes.
you're not loosening what's tight, and we're only loosening what's loose. And this is why we say the word adjustment. Ed, you're not popping the area that I think is injured and where it's hurting. Correct. We're going to leave that alone. It can't be helped by further treatment. It needs to be left alone, like a cut on your skin. It's not any benefit to go messing with it. We will give relief to it, I promise, but we have to take the stress off of it. All right. Big bump right here on the right side of your neck. Yeah. Okay. Nobody's worked on. I got a knot here on the left upper.
The left is a little sore.
Just right here on this.
Yeah, I can feel that.
See, there's no bump here on the
Oh, I
left.
feel it.
And there's a big.
Oh, is this sore on the left?
Your body's
Because
moved bones around. You're
Okay.
saying your body, way before we have symptoms, years, your body will just, there we go. I have no neck pain. You're saying your body will tilt and rotate to find relief, and, your head's crooked, or, your head's over to the side. It's because your body's trying to get, into find a position of relief. So if I tilt you to the right, I'm going to roll you right about here, your bones are level. About 5 or 10 degrees, I had to tilt you to the right. Does that make sense? To make the bones in the neck level, this bump on the right side is telling me that there's an injury on the right, that your head just goes over here to get away from, and then the bone kind of sticks out on the right because your head's tilted away. I use the massage as a way to make the spine limber, to get a better adjustment. I find that, people might say, Ed, I adjust better if you massage me first, and that's true, but you shouldn't require a massage to get your bones moving. Now, at the beginning of your care, we're going to massage a little bit because I know you haven't been adjusted properly, so we're going to loosen you up a little bit. But eventually, everything should move with no coercion, you shouldn't have to require a 10, 15-minute massage to get your bones working. They should just be working all the time.
So to maintain this, would I need to continue appointments?
The goal is going to be to get you to a place where everything moves. My job is to get all the vertebrae moving. Chiropractors taught for about 100 years that adjustments change posture, and I wish that were true. It's not true. Stretching is how your posture is fixed. Stretching is how it was made misaligned, and so I'm going to teach you at the end of the visit how to do some stretching, and that becomes essentially like your toothbrush. You care for yourself at home, and we'll talk about that, but you're doing great, you're doing great. We're going to start with this right side. Got you very, very gentle.
Okay.
Easy, easy. There you go. All right?
That was easy.
Yeah. He's nice. He's not so mean.
I thought that was going to be worse.
No, we're not trying to pop every bone.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not everybody watches these crazy adjustments, and I go, it disheartens me because I'm going, guys, there was no attempt at moving just a couple of them. You just popped every single bone, and when we do that, we have a high chance of making the spine more imbalanced. Right, the areas that were loose got even looser. We're trying to target certain areas and actually leave alone other areas.
Do it again.
I said we're gonna have to make your fiance a believer. No, I'm a believer. Not a trace. I was skeptical at first about this whole adjustment thing. I know. Not try. Very, very gentle. Again, same thing. It's okay. I got your head. Relax here on this side here a little bit. It's okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. All right. Yeah, the activators and they're not a bad, I guess, adjustment. It takes a lot more treatment, in my opinion, to arrive at the place that I want to arrive at. I want your spine to be clean. I want it all to be moving, and I want you being able to stretch without difficulty. And I find this is the fastest path to getting you there. That's why I do it. So I find that we can, once you're able to stretch at home, your need for me goes down. Good.
From your videos, I've seen different ways to stretch, so I've been trying to work on that at home.
Yeah. The first goal is it's called extension stretching or mirror image stretching. So because of the 7 hours or more time that we spend bent forward, we have to start arching backwards. Now, the worry is, Dr. Ed's worry is that if I ask you to arch back, you're not going to bend evenly. You're going to bend primarily where you're loose. And this is why I don't just, can't just go on QVC and sell stretches, right? You can't just put lay people that haven't been adjusted onto stretches because they'll just hurt themselves and sue me. You can't just polish a car that's dirty. You have to first wash it, right, to make it clean so that when you're polishing it, you're not scratching it. And similar, there's a prep you have to do to the spine. So just one child? Plan on having more? What's the
We definitely want another one eventually.
All right.
When we're ready.
Okay, all right. So as odd as this might feel, this is where your neck belongs. This is where we're trying
Really?
to... Yes, I know.
Okay. Is this normal for most people?
I mean, your eyes will be straight forward, but the bones will be curved in the neck. The neck should have a 45-degree arch in it. That's normal. It's common for there to be no arch or it be reversed to the other way. That's common, but common and normal are not synonymous. It's like, it's common for cars to have door dents. Doesn't make it normal. They didn't come from the factory that way. Somebody injured them, so it's the bad alignment is common because at 5 to 20, when we're growing, when our spine was soft, we are becoming shaped like the seat that we were placed in. I have kids coming in 14, 16 hours a day. Most teenagers are sitting. I ask them how many hours they sit. 14 to 16 hours of their day is forwardly rotated, and no one's talking about it. No one's bringing that up as maybe this is why people are having disc injuries in 30s, because nobody was having a conversation of spinal health when they were 10. If I'm going too hard, please let me know. I'm going to keep... Okay, if I'm going too hard,
it's good.
Okay, we got to loosen this up. To make it supple, 26 is full skeletal maturity, and so all the growth plates harden at 26. It's not impossible, but it just becomes harder to change where your body wants to be. It's like your body's created habits, and now we have to try to break those habits. But right there. When you're bending back and when you do a squat and when you do exercises, this part of your back needs to start bending. Your diaphragm, your lats, your trap, quadratus lumborum all attach right in here. So this area becomes essentially the area that, it's like the anchor point, the area that locks when we tighten our chest. It's part of why when you're exercising, you're supposed to exhale when you're lifting, right? Because exhaling relaxes your diaphragm. So we're trying to relax this area, not let it become as stiff as possible. That makes the lower back injuries more prone to happen. Keeping this area supple up here. Okay. Right there. Okay. All right. Probably nobody's really even rubbed you here before, huh?
No.
Yeah, okay. So usually the opposite middle is the cause of the lower problem. So if the left lower hurts the right middle, it makes sense. The opposite side is tighter, and that allows the left side to compensate and overwork. So essentially, the stiffest part of your back is right here on the right middle, and then you can really feel it right here. Big difference between here and, everything's elevated right here.
Oh, yeah.
Or your fiancé will watch the video and go, yeah, no thanks. Oh my gosh. What did he do to her back? The dolphin down here staring at it like, what? I think I got it. It's over here, guys. Dolphin's like, it's right there. He's even pointing. Sorry.
Wow.
Thanks a lot, Ed. Like Lassie. What is it, Lassie? Wait, Sally's in the well? It's right over here. Okay. That's not funny at all, Ed. I like my dolphin. Don't.
Stop it.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. Right in there. Start a little bit, but yeah, right there. Right there is where the tightness is, and then again, the lower back, you just bend here too much. I'm trying. We'll see if I don't know if I can even make a mark over here. Or maybe
That's good.
But right, because it's already clean.
Yeah.
It's already moving. It's only in the tight. I'm trying. Let me see if I can. I don't think there's any. It's only when there's a blockage, like on your right side, will that mark come out. And
So it's not that bad.
you feel the difference? You feel it? Yeah,
Yeah.
This is more normal. This is what it
Yeah.
should feel like. And then,
Oh, wow.
what did you do
That's crazy.
right there on that? It's all low on this side. This side's already closer to home in its position, and then because this is elevated, then the left lower down here at the bottom, down here, overworks because this is frozen.
Yeah.
And so when we're stretching, one of the first things that we need to be able to do is we need to be able to push here without you feeling it down here. Commonly, they're connected, and so sometimes this is so stiff that even when we push on this, this moves, and that is a sign that we really can't even stretch yet safely. We want to be able to push here and only this area move and not another area. Does that make sense? They should move independently. But yeah, for the people at home that usually antagonize against this, I can't make a mark on your left if I tried. There's nothing here
Oh,
to...
wow. I thought it always came up with a mark.
You see this dark, kind of purplish, it's all stagnation and stiffness, and when an area is moving, it actually cleans itself. So the tissue washes itself through mobility. So an area that's already moving won't have any marks in it because it's already, self-flushing, self-cleaning. It's the term subluxated that maybe some people are familiar with. It means less than a dislocation. Sub meaning less than, luxation meaning dislocation. So a subluxation means less than dislocation. The bone's in the garage, but the car's in the garage, but it's crooked. Right? It's not in there straight. It's the bones are crooked or rotated, and the medical world thought we were talking about dislocations. No, it's a subluxation.
And how does this happen?
Yeah, again, it's injury. Which remember how the front side of your spine has no feeling, the back has all the feeling.
Okay.
So your body will naturally move the weight to the non-sensitive structures. That's why every elderly person is rounded forward, right?
Oh,
They don't do it because they think it looks cool, right? They do it because it gives relief, right? Just a cool way to walk when you're 70, all Quasimodoed, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm in pain. It hurts to stand upright, therefore I'm just going to round forward to get relief. And so you do that for a long period of time until the discs are in trouble. All these bumps in here, these all need to be smoothed out.
Holy cow.
Mm-hmm. Gee whiz!
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Just tease him. So bad. I know. All right. You start quoting Napoleon Dynamite or something like, jeez! Come over here, Napoleon. Come over here and show me. I'm training to be a cage fighter.
Oh, God. I don't get that. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. I know. All right. I know. Yeah, right on here. Ooh.
Yeah, this side's way worse.
Crunchy time over here, yeah. All right. If I didn't know better, you had an injury on the right side of your back, and then just it existed. Maybe it was an injury back when you were in college, and then you just kind of leaned to the left to adapt. No, that's the right side of your back.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I'm talking about. And I know this, your symptoms are down here
Uh-huh.
on the waistline on the left, but the right middle has all that.
That's
And I,
crazy.
like I said, I comb that as much as I comb the right, but that's the stagnation that's in there. And then,
That never happens.
so these are the,
Oh, wow.
you know. All right, I got your arms, relax your chest. Relax your arms, I got you. We're just gonna arch up and stretch for a second. We're gonna stretch. There you go. See how your back, see how your back doesn't want to arch back. We gotta start practicing arching back. There you go, good. Breathe, relax your back. Here we go. Exhale. Good. Breathe, breathe, exhale, come on. I know. You did great. We're done.
Okay.
Can't help a sprained ankle by further spraining it. It needs to
Yeah.
just be iced and stabilized and stiffened. Your lower back is hypermobile, and any adjustment or any manipulation done to it just ends up making it more mobile. You know, I'm going to try to teach it. You get ice on it, put a back brace on. That makes sense. Things to stiffen it up. Ultimately, if we don't get the alignment fixed, which we're going to talk about in a second, it'll just, any treatment is all temporary. There's no long-term benefit until we start getting the arch back in your back. Yeah. Not the side joint. I know, that's a joint right there.
Tickles a little.
So this joint will become more sore postpartum because of childbirth. And nobody told you that
Yeah.
after childbirth, we have to do things to kind of put this joint back where it belongs, or at least help it heal properly so it's not so sore afterwards. I know they didn't tell you, but that's
No.
partly why this is so tender and jumpy in here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is just jammed here. I know, okay, easy. See how the knuckle's starting to grow? Because there's too much stress on this knuckle, like a muscle grows, the joint will grow. And so we want the weight on your heel. This is what the high heel does, is it shifts the weight of your body to your toes, right? Because you're on your toes essentially. And so long term, just balance it a little bit. Just as this knuckle grows, it's just about 70-80% of your weight belongs on your heel.
Okay.
And we have toes for balance. They're not designed to hold weight all the time. If you make them hold weight all the time, they're going to grow. Okay. Okay. Easy. Yeah. Relax your ankle. Easy, everybody. Oh, clunk.
I never cracked my ankle.
Ta-da! Fingers use sort of traction. We don't need to be bending them or just straight.
So it's bad to crack your own.
Well, over time, if we continually pop a knuckle, if it's stressed out, especially if it hurts when you do it, the joint will grow. And again, that's what they're calling arthritis.
Really?
If people ask me, popping knuckles cause arthritis? The answer is no, but repetitively popping an injured knuckle will make the joint adapt to that stress that you're putting on it, and it will try to grow bigger. Like a muscle at the gym, you're lifting weights, your muscles tell you to stop, you say shut up, and you keep lifting weights, they grow.
Yeah.
It's an adaptation to the stress that the... There we go. You're fine, there we go. Wow, you've injured your elbow before? Have you injured this? No?
Why?
Wow, it's pretty stiff.
I don't think so.
No, well, I think volleyball hits or,
Volleyball, yeah.
who knows? Put any stress on these joints.
Huh.
Like your ability to straighten is...
Yeah, somebody told me that before.
Let me check that. Let me see the other
It
one. I'm
wasn't
just curious.
like
Relax. This is more normal. Feel there's like sponginess here? Feel there's like a sponge?
Yeah.
I reach like a spongy end field there. This one I'm hitting a wall. Watch.
Huh. Yeah.
I reach a solid...
It doesn't.
Doesn't want to bend as much at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been just landing on your elbow hard. You
Yeah.
know, who knows? I'm just saying the...
Interesting.
You rub that a little bit. The joint. I'm like a joint whisperer. I talk to the joints. You've injured this joint before. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, well, the joint told me. The joint's like, yes, she did. She's not telling you what she did to us.
Oh my gosh.
The horse whisperer, the dog whisperer, the joint whisperer. You know, what happens?
So this will help it give it.
Well, we want to work. You're definitely, I would say you fractured. I mean, your ability to straighten your arm.
Am I? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's solid. If you want to, it should get to like a feel. See how
Yeah.
there's like it gets a sponginess there at the end? It's yours is like hitting a,
I wonder why.
maybe you've injured it. Something's happened over here because your left is definitely, you can feel the difference is way more normal on your left side. Probably tied to this or, you know, I don't know.
Ooh,
That
maybe.
right side of your chest is much looser. Think of that movie Batman with the, you know, don't bring up Harvey Dent. You know, the one side's all clean
Oh, yeah.
and one side's all, thanks, Ed. You know, they feel nice and spongy there.
Uh-huh.
All right. So as odd as this might feel, this is where your neck belongs, and we have to cast your neck back into this position. So this is the arch that your neck belongs in. And the idea would be at the end of the day, we spend 20 minutes laying on the floor next to the TV, and you just lay down and take a nap and take a break for a minute and let your neck mold to the device. That's it.
So longer than 20 minutes is okay?
So you reach about 99% benefit after 20, so I would advise you to get off at 20, go do something. If you have more time, then after 10, 20 minutes, do another 20-minute session.
Okay.
But you kind of reach, it's like taking a rubber band and stretching it and then letting it contract for a minute and then stretching it again. The more times you stretch that ligament, the more it becomes supple and not tight. It's actually the ligaments on the front part of your body that have never been stretched because we don't spend much time like this, but we do spend a lot of time, especially, you know, years of bartending and kids and work and computers and phones. We're inundated with forwardly rotated positions, and so I need you working on what you're not good at or what you're not accustomed to spending much time in. Bring your knees left. Yep, stretch. And I have a book behind you because I don't want you to get too mad at me. And eventually this,
What is it?
I know,
yeah,
reducing the
okay.
depth.
Okay.
You know, they make a bigger device. Eventually you should be on,
Really?
I know.
That's okay.
You're on a smaller version with a book behind your head. What we're going to get to is a device that's even bigger.
This is nice.
And then this becomes the way we level your back out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try. Let's see if you get too mad at me. Head back, come on. Head back, come on.
Okay. Oh,
Relax your chest. I know. Relax.
okay.
If it's too much, I'll put that back behind you. But
Yeah, it's hard to imagine anything bigger than this.
yeah, I know.
I can feel it more on this side.
Yep. Yep.
That's my left.
That's well, you're pressing the right side now. When you rotate your knees to the right, there's more pressure on the right side of your back. The left has to stretch,
Yeah.
but the right has to compress.
I see.
Yep. Roll back your back.
Okay.
Lay down, lay down. Lay down. There you go. Pull that out.
Oh.
Take a break for a second. I know.
Ooh. Can I do this?
Well, no, but it's okay. When you bend forward, you take the weight off the joints.
I screwed up. Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid this being the only position. Your back has it feels like this. It's all tight up here. And so, see how I'm bending? It's not moving? If you keep feeling.
Yeah.
There's no mobility where you're touching.
Yeah.
All the bending is happening at the bottom. And I'm not blaming you. That's why you want to
You
look
know.
up for me.
Okay.
See how that feels. Look
Oh,
at the
look
ceiling.
up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, how's that feeling now?
Good.
Yeah,
Great, actually.
I know. We're gonna, so day by day, we'll get you to the right place. But start reminding your middle back to not be
So-
just rounded
Okay.
to the chair.
So this is how I should be sitting.
Well, with some support, yes. You shouldn't be sitting, you know, rounding to the chair, legs crossed, just totally.
That's what I do.
I need your back moving well. Quickly throughout my adjustments, we'll have more mobility of your chest, and then your lower back's going to become a thing of the past. You're not even going to feel it anymore. But right now, I can't change how loose your lower back is. I can only make other areas more likely to move, and so the area that's injured will get a vacation. It's a process of putting your spine in a position where it now can heal, and it's a joint injury. Your diagnosis is what we call facet syndrome. There's a knuckle that's sprained in your lower back. That's all it is.